don't say.
Hey, you! Where you going?
Really?
No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinus, the Red Lantern. This is the most beautiful brothel in all of Myrtana, damn it. Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just to spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadia, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Someone's got to do the work.
You don't have to talk.
Are you the one who runs this place?
I am Bromo, this is my house, and these are my girls. I like my girls. And if you like my girls too, then you'll pay for it, 50 gold pieces. And don't get the idea of making trouble here.
Don't tell this to anyone.
No one.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they all present, or have any gone missing?
Oh yeah. Actually, one of my girls has up and left. Her name's Lucia.
He'd better shut up.
I reported it to the militia too, but they claim they haven't found a trace of her yet.
That's what I've always said.
How long has Lucia been missing?
Several days. I don't know exactly how long. I assume she ran off with one of her suitors, eh? That bitch made off with part of my savings, a really valuable golden dish, huh? If I get hold of her, I'll give her what for. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you want to have fun or not?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Hey, you!
Hey, I can't take care of you now, baby. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
I just want to ask you a few questions about those missing people.
I could tell you a thing or two, but not here, honey.
Then let's go upstairs.
Fine, but you get it settled with Bromar first. I don't want any trouble.
Who says things like that?
Hey, you!
Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. That's what I've always
He should have known that.
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
Enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom. That's nothing.
Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Corinus to complete their cruise. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
I couldn't care less.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No.
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
Tell me.
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
Never thought of that himself.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Corinus lately. That is true.
Only in us decides what's right or wrong.
Show me.
That was obvious all along. Been there, done that. Justice will prevail in the end.
You don't say.
I've got no time for things like that. Nothing amazes me anymore. I couldn't get away with that. He thinks it's as easy as that.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Hey, you have no business up here. Only paladins and those of us in the militia have access here.
That would never change.
What's up here then?
This is the provisions store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins. I am the provisions master here, and I'm responsible for seeing to it that none of the paladin stuff goes astray, and you're not wanted here. So keep your hands to yourself or I'll chop them off.
All the crates still there?
Don't touch anything or I'll call the watch. Got it?
Where did you pick that up?
You don't have to talk.
Didn't get that.
You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I haven't been too happy lately. It's that militia.
Trouble with the militia?
Those bastards keep coming here and taking whatever they want. Last week, they made off with my entire catch. It's for a good cause, they said. I know that everybody's got to fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And of course, sometimes people just go hungry. Small wonder that they're snatching the fish from right under my nose. But if they keep doing this, I won't even have enough to feed myself.
Have you talked to the paladins about this?
Are you joking? Do you really think they'd be interested if a poor devil like me has his problems with the militia?
Maybe I can help you.
I don't know. I suppose you'd have to know somebody from the militia who has connections to the paladins. The paladins will hardly buy the fish from me.
I shall see what I can do. Your buddy William has disappeared?
So he has. He's a fisherman, but a little too big for his boots, I should add. He should have stayed well away from that bunch.
When did you last see him?
Only a few days ago.
Maybe he just went out to sea to fish.
That's not very likely. His boat is still moored in the harbor.
What's he been up to?
William had some shady dealings with those crooks. I think it was all about contraband that he sold to the bastards.
He'll surface again.
I don't think so. He's been gone for too long already. I'm afraid that I'll be dragging his body from the sea at some point.
What bastards would those be?
I don't know who they are or what their business is here in Corinthus. I only know the place where they met up with William. I just happened to see William there when I was fishing in the bay.
Where exactly is that meeting place?
There's a bay opposite the harbor, north of here. You can only reach it by boat or swim. There's a beach there and a small fishing camp. That's where I saw them.
I think I've heard enough.
Spare yourself the effort. I don't believe you'll find him.
So, how are the fish biting?
I've seen better times. Too little to live on.
wanted to...
There's nothing here to see. Now move along.
I want to get aboard the ship.
No one may enter the ship. I have my orders. I shall kill anyone who enters the ship without authorization. In the name of Innos, I shall defend the ship with my life.
Only Innos decide there's more, believe me.
It was just like you said.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
And he works all day,
I
too.
couldn't care less.
talks too much.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I know nothing about picking locks.
What do you want here? Go! See? That wasn't so hard.
What do you want here? Smart kid. Smart kid.
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
What can you tell me about the city?
Most citizens in this town are afraid of thieves. Therefore, it's not a good idea to enter strange houses. But if you're looking for a place to stay overnight, you're welcome to sleep in my hut. There's an extra bed that you can have.
Aren't you afraid of thieves?
The only valuable thing that I ever owned has already been taken. Oh, someone stole my statue of Innos.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
Seen it with my own eyes. He can't keep anything to himself.
He can't keep anything to himself.
That's not what I heard.
And he works all day too. These are bad times. Anything to himself.
Really? That's typical, isn't it?
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I don't believe that.
He simply talks too much.
Hey, you!
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into trouble with the militia.
Down here at the harbor, no one pays much attention to brawls. But if you steal around here or mess with the sheep, you'll be in trouble.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
And how are the sheep?
Felon's hammering is going to drive them crazy. One of these days, they'll go completely to pieces.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinthus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
You've got no business.
Smart kid. works all day, too.
You have no...
Smart kid.
Who says things like that?
Honestly,
Hey, you!
smart kid.
Why are you hammering?
For days now, I've been desperately trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Now that's typical.
Hey!
That's not what my husband thinks.
Hello? Are you feeling quite well?
Fine, just as long as I manage to get all this repaired in time.
Hey!
I won't tell her a thing from now.
Could you stop hammering?
Nah, I have to finish this.
That's an open secret.
That's what I've always said.
Someone's got to do the work.
I'll give you 10 gold pieces if you stop that hammering.
That's what I
Hey, that's very generous of you. But as to your gold, you can... Well, you know what you can do with it.
These are bad.
Just quit hammering, okay?
Just try not to bug me too much, okay?
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer. You'll regret this.
Give it your all.
What do you want here? Go!
What do you want here?
Take your paws off that. What do you want here? Take your paws off that.
What do you want here? Go!
What do you want here? Go!
What do you want here? Go! What do you want here?
Take your paws off!
What do you want here? Go!
What do you want here?
Smart kid. Hey,
Okay, so you beat me. Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now, or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
That's not what I heard.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Hey! Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit. You've done me a huge favor. You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
Hey.
Martial law is immediately declared
What
in
are you
all
doing here?
cities and regions of the realm.
This is my
All
home.
civilian
But if you mean,
judges
what
are
do
to
I
hand
do all
over their
day?
duties to
I
a royal
arrange
paladin,
fights.
Effective immediately. The Honorable Lord
You arrange
Andre is
fights?
commanded to
Every
punish
day,
every
from noon
crime
until
or
evening.
act of resistance
And right
against the
here,
king's
behind the
guards
warehouse in the
most
Harbor
severely.
District. Home
Every
sweet
inhabitant
home.
of Corinus who is guilty of a crime is to report immediately to Lord Andre.
You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war has been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree martial law is immediately declared in all
Smart kid.
I never knew that.
Seen it with my own
Hey.
eyes. That's what I've always said. He simply talks too much.
How's the situation?
At the moment, it's quiet. Only the...
He never would have thought of that himself.
All right, give me the armor.
You'll love it.
Show me your... Hey!
It's a bad business.
Hey! Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else takes over my duties.
Okay.
I cannot leave.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Can you...
Sure. I can help you become strong.
Who says things like that?
It's all just gossip.
Teach me something.
Simply talks too much.
Come back once you have...
These are bad times.
Come back once you...
Don't tell this to anyone.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Don't say
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Hey, I don't know you.
Exactly what I said.
And he works all day too.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. But that isn't important. Since you're new here, I'll make you an offer. That's your entrance fee.
He had better shut up. He simply talks.
Let's find out what the militia thinks of that.
The militia isn't here. And do you know why they aren't here? This here is the Harbor District Front. None of the militia will pick a fight with me down here. At the most, they go to the Red Lantern. You see, it's just you and me.
Go away. Don't tell me
You
this.
listen to the wrong people.
Forget it. You won't get a single coin.
Then I'll take everything you have.
Really, how interesting.
As soon as you're lying on the ground in front of me.
That's not what I heard.
Let him have it! Not bad.
Someone's gonna do the work.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I haven't seen it.
And the sea will release the land. And there
Show me...
all creatures, trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep. And last of all, the rose.
What are you...
I'm a novice from the... I have...
What can you tell me about the monastery?
We novices seek enlightenment in prayer. We serve them as we serve Innos and prepare ourselves.
Who are the three innkeepers?
One of them is the good man here behind the bar. Then there is Karagon, who has his tavern on the Temple Square.
Hey, you! Why don't we go hunting together?
With two, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Busper. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
Later.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. And it's gonna get even worse. He simply talks too much.
Hey, not so fast. Strolling about alone out here is dangerous. Where do you come from?
That's none of your business.
If you say so. But don't go whining about it afterwards if somebody skins you. Have a nice day.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
I'll never get this open without the right key. I know nothing about picking locks.
Hey! What's the matter?
What's the matter? Just look at that mess under the bridge over there. I haven't seen anything like it in my entire life. Those swine should be exterminated, I tell you.
What happened?
I was traveling with my helpers when those horrible brutes came jumping on my cart out of the blue and butchered everybody. I'm lucky that I still know how to dish out a decent right hook, or they would have killed me too.
Who were those people?
The bandits. Who else? They took over the bridge up there. They rob everybody who tries to pass the bridge. I knew they were lurking up there, so I passed under the bridge instead. But my cart and my goods must have been too tempting for them. Those scumbags simply jumped from the bridge directly onto my cart. I should have tried to steal past in the night.
That stuff there under the bridge is yours?
The cart, the goods, everything.
Look, I collected some of your stuff for you.
You can keep it. None of it is really of any value to me. The only thing that's irreplaceable are the 3 stone tablets they stole from me.
Stone tablets?
The water mage in town wants to buy them from me, and I promised he'd get them. I must have them back at any cost, or my reputation will be tarnished.
What would a water mage want with them?
He said he was going to study them, and asked me to bring him more.
Where did you get those stone tablets?
I found them near old buildings, such as mausoleums, or sometimes in caves. I've already sold a whole bunch of them to the water mages in town. They're pretty rare down here, though. I found most of them northeast of Corinus.
Why don't you simply go looking for new ones?
During that melee with the bandits, I sprained my ankle. I can still hobble along, but I don't want to walk very far on this foot.
Are you a citizen of the town?
Haven't been in ages, boy. There's no love lost between me and the corrupt swine in the upper quarter of Corinus. I used to have quite a bit of influence there, you know. That was months ago.
You managed to drive back the bandits?
Yes, but I'm sure they're still up there on the bridge.
Can you teach me how to hit hard like that?
Of course I can.
Show me how I can hit harder.
All right, but you'll owe me for that. Help me save my reputation and bring back my stone tablets. Then I can show you how to make better use of your strength in combat.
Show me your...
I can't sell you anything. All my stuff lies... I can only sell you something once I get home. But I won't leave here until I have my stone tablets back.
Hey!
What? I was... Who the... I looked up... Look, yeah. Still... What is... Where the... Hey... Yeah, can you... Help... But...
You're in for it now. Oh! So much for you, lowlife.
Myself.
Who are you? I'm Orlan, the keeper of this here modest tavern. What are you looking for, stranger? Maybe a decent sword or a good piece of armor? A good swig from the country stills, or just some information? I can give you all that and more if your coins ring.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
What kind of armor can you offer me?
I have here a very nice piece that is sure to please you.
That's all just gossip.
And there's more, believe me.
I'll think about it.
As you like, but don't wait too long.
Been there, done that.
How's it going with your tavern?
Times have been better, you know. People's purses aren't as open as they used to be.
Myself.
Show me your wares.
If you can pay.
Better.
I agree. agree with you completely.
There's more, believe me.
You listen to the wrong people.
I couldn't care less.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
He really should have known better.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I've got no time for things like that.
That's all just gossip.
Can't rely on that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Is the beer any good here?
It's not exactly the best, but in these bleak times, you can't be choosy.
I agree with you completely.
What are you doing here?
Up until a few weeks ago, I was slaving away on the landowner's fields. One day it just got too much for me, and I took myself out of there straight away. Now I'm my own boss. Everything I own is in this chest here. That's all I need, too. Interested in a little contest?
What kind of a contest would that be?
I call it bottoms up. The rules are quite simple. We take turns ordering a tankard of the best beer the old geezer has to offer. Every tankard has to be drunk dry so that it doesn't even leave a ring if you set it on the table upside down. The last man standing wins. The loser pays the tab and a steak. Well, how about it?
Maybe some other time, when I'm not in a hurry.
I used to say that myself.
Did anything else of interest happen?
Not that I know of. Nobody tells me anything.
Rely on that.
Could I bet on someone else, though?
Certainly. If you finally manage to find someone with the guts to go up against me, then I'll bet with you. Everybody pays the same amount into a pot. The winner gets everything. The size of the stake depends on your purse. Bring me someone who dares to go up against me and you've got a bet.
No one really wants to hear that.
That's all just gossip.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I never knew that.
Nobody wants to know.
I'm no better off myself.
And that's the truth.
Will it ever change?
I'm staying out of it.
I'm not telling you anything new.
The things I could tell you.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
You just have to listen.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I used to say that myself.
one less monster around.
Traveling so far from home, out here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Who used to live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times.
It's not all that big.
But deadly, if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it. I ventured too far north into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
Can you teach me something?
Before I teach you anything, you'll have to improve your dexterity.
Can you teach?
Before...
I know nothing about picking locks.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
It's been a long time since we've seen a stranger on our land who didn't want to skin us. I hope I'm not wrong about you. I'm Egil, and the strange bird over there is my brother, Anim.
How's the field work going?
Great, if those miserable field raiders weren't constantly destroying our harvest.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
You're joking. Since I've been on this farm, I've killed so many of the beasts that I've lost count. But alas, new ones keep coming.
I was completely alone.
He wants to know.
Is there a problem?
No, everything's fine. It would be better if you left now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, everything's fine. I can't talk to you now.
Hey, Yoko, have you lost your way? Go back to your field and pull up a few turnips.
Whatever it is that brought you here, you had better forget it and hit the road.
No.
Everything all right?
As soon as anyone says anything wrong around here, the dance starts. So watch your step or there'll be a slaughter.
Will you join the fight?
I'm not just gonna stand here when the ruckus starts, but I'm not gonna push it either.
Is forever.
It's his decision, wasn't it?
I could have told you that before.
That's no sense.
Hey, you!
Those cutthroats are threatening my husband. We are citizens of the town, loyal to the king, and the mercenaries are planning to rob us. Now don't you just stand there, do something. Help us.
Who told you that?
Same old thing all over.
Just you rip you to pieces.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Just you rip you some pieces.
You deserve that, lowlife! Thank Innos. I thought my time had run out. My name is Akio. I've farmed this humble piece of land.
Who were those people?
Those were mercenaries from Onar's farm. Those bastards don't know anything but plunder and murder. I'd been fearing the worst. Well, thank Innos it didn't come to that. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Nothing. Just as long as you got through this all right.
You're an exceptional fella. May Innos guard you on your way.
Have you heard anything about missing citizens?
Don't make me laugh. Heard of them? Some of my own people are missing. Tonak and Telbor used to work on my fields until 3 days ago. And I know exactly that they wouldn't up and leave the farm just like that. And yet they've simply vanished and no one can tell me where they went. If you happen to find out what's become of them, be sure to let me know, will you?
What did the mercenaries want from you?
You don't know that? Onar, the landowner, hired them. They guard his farm and collect the rent for him. And that means they go from farm to farm and take whatever they want. And whoever can't pay gets a taste of their steel.
You know your way around this area?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Where can I find Onar's farm?
Just go back down the stone steps and follow the road to the east. At some point, you come to a tavern. From there, you go farther east until you come to the big fields. That's where the mercenaries hang out.
What is that tavern to the east of here?
Ask Randolph. He knows more about it than I.
What is there in the woods behind your farm?
There's just a whole bunch of monsters back there. And the wolves are the least dangerous. A few bandits are also said to have their caves there. Well, they've left.
I've got to go.
So long. I really wish I could have.
Everything all right?
Yes, I'm fine. That Alvarez has become bolder and bolder lately. Good thing that's over now. What I could use now is a good drop in the tavern.
You're not from around here, right?
I come from the Southern Isles. At some point they said they needed people in Corinnes because of that magic ore. But when I got there, they had this huge barrier in place, and I didn't want to go in there, so I started working in the harbor. Well, the ships stopped coming in, and so I went to work for Akil. I've had worse jobs, actually.
You hang out in the tavern?
That's right, but not recently. I cannot afford going there anymore.
What exactly is going on there in the tavern?
There's gambling there. Two fellows compete against each other. Whoever can hold the most beer wins. In the end, I did nothing but lose, and now I need to make some more money first.
Who did you go up against?
Against Rukar, that old good-for-nothing. So far, he's beaten me every time. But somehow, I have the creeping suspicion that the filthy swine has laced my beer with gin every time. I suspect he keeps the gin hidden in that damn chest of his, that lousy scumbag. Somebody ought to sneak some plain water into his chest. Then he could lace my beer all he wants. If I only had enough money to compete against him one more time.
Hey, you! Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Why don't you defend yourself against Onar's tyranny?
For us farmers near the city, it makes more sense to stay on the good side of the city militia than to rely on Onar's mercenaries. On the other hand, there's Bengar and Sekub who would rather give up their farms than work for the king.
Where do I find the farms of Bengar and Sekub?
They're not far from the farm where the landowner lives. Go east from here and you'll find them.
Haven't you ever considered moving away from here?
It's not easy to get away from this part of the country. All the land is walled in by a high, insurmountable chain of mountains. The only two ways out of here are the pass to the Valley of Mines and the harbor. Since we cannot afford passage on a ship, and the Valley of Mines is a place of no return, we're going to have to stay here.
What do you know about the pass?
I've never been there myself, but it must be somewhere near Bengar's farm on the high pastures.
Look out for your husband.
I shall do my best.
Hey! Who are you?
My name is Enum. I'm one of the field hands, and the half pint over there is my... We've been working here on the farm.
How's the field?
Do you want to help? There's another hoe back there. Grab it and then head for the field.
Why don't you do...
I've killed more of them than I can count. The only problem is that...
Your brother told me the same.
What? That loafer? He always disappears just as soon as the beasts come onto our land. He shouldn't be talking such nonsense.
Hey, you! Are you...
Man, deal you.
What? You're
what? He.
Nothing there.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
What's so dangerous? Many things. I bet you'll be yelling for my help after the next bend in the road.
Just assuming I would fall back on your help. How much would that cost me?
I am merely a humble servant of the king, and would not enjoy fleecing a helpless little citizen of the realm. But you know, if you put it like that, I wouldn't object to a little financial backing to promote our future business relationship. 10 gold coins should do for starters. What do you think?
Why not? Here's your 10 coins.
Terrific. If you need my help, you know where to find me. But please do me a favor. Don't come to me with any trifles. I can't stand that, you hear?
I need your help.
If it's absolutely necessary, what's wrong?
I'm being chased by bandits.
Really? Where are they then? If you were being chased, I should be able to see at least one of them, right?
I need your help.
If it's absolutely necessary.
I'm being attacked by monsters.
But I don't see any monsters right now. I'm sure.
Another one of these things.
Come here, you filthy beast. One less monster
So much
around.
for you, filthy beast.
Nothing to plunder.
Really? How interesting.
But that's terrible.
Who says things like that?
It's going to get even worse.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Hey! Let's begin. I've come to... I'm ready to...
That may be, but you are still not as...
I warned you, but you wouldn't listen. We will discuss this later. Now get lost.
Everyone is to begin training in the skills of combat immediately, and to arm himself appropriately.
And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth.
Well, what have we here?
Have you no manners? That's disgusting. Oh, is this filthy rabble.
But with it,
haven't you a
trees
job where
and
you ought to be?
were also
but I
washed
suppose
away,
no one would miss a
and
down-at-heel
a
fellow
deep
like you,
sadness
hey?
overcame
Well, if you had as
Adanos.
much gold as I do, you wouldn't have to work either. But you'll never be that rich.
And thus
I
spake
see I'm gonna
Adanos
have
to
lots
his
of fun with
brothers,
you.
Never again shall you walk upon
I asked
my
you
land,
who you are.
for it is
I
sacred,
am Valentino,
and so
the
shall
handsome,
it be.
bon vivant, and ladies'
But
man.
the human
Poor
and
in
the
cares,
beast
rich in
waged
wisdom and
war
gold, and the
upon the
women
land of
throw
Adanos,
themselves at me.
and the wrath
If you
of the
have
gods
problems,
was
keep
with
them.
them.
I don't need them.
and the human slew the
Do you
beast.
have anything
and
else
it
to tell me?
entered into
Make yourself
Beliar's
popular,
realm.
never promise anything to anyone. Take what you... Or with jealous husbands, of course. They're the worst, let me tell you.
But Adonos saw that
Looks like I'm
order
gonna
and
have to
chaos were
teach you
now
some
unequal,
manners.
And he bade
Doesn't
Enos
matter to me.
take his
Thrash me
divine
all you
power
want. When
from
I
the
get up
human.
tomorrow, I'll be fine again. But you'll have to run around with that mug of yours for life.
And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
Stop it already.
Smashing each other's...
Never
Not
pick a
bad
fight
at all.
with me
One
again.
It was just like you said.
About the wolfskins, I've got them. Here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And, what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me. But if that's the way you want it,
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
if none of the other masters objects, yes. But you would certainly have made a good hunter.
Show me.
You didn't get that from me. I've heard a thing or two. It can't go on like this forever. You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That's the first I've heard of it.
It was obvious all along. That doesn't...
I knew that would be a problem.
Hey!
That's all just gossip.
I was actually on my way to see the paladins.
There's little chance of that, since the paladins...
Doesn't surprise me.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
Me? Nah, I don't have much say here myself. There are a few people in the lower city who have enough... Mateo, my boss, is one of them. Maybe you should talk to...
Where can I find...
You're standing right outside his shop. Just go on in. He's
It can't go on like this forever.
What about the other...
The merchants and master craftsmen here on the main... You should try to get accepted by... Since I started working for Mateo.
Pick that up then.
That's all just gossip.
I hardly know what to believe in.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
Don't worry. I'll keep my part of the bargain. The other masters will only hear the best about you from me.
Show me your work.
get that from me.
It's not what I heard.
Halt! Only the citizens of the town and the king's troops can get into the upper end of the town.
Couldn't we make an exception?
What? There are rules in this town. Rules that apply to everyone without exception. If we let you break those rules, it would be unfair towards all those who obey them.
That's the first time.
I'm a respected citizen of Corinus. Let me pass.
You may have gotten on the good side of some masters in the lower part of town, but if you were a citizen of this town, I'd know about it. Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes, I'm warning you.
It can't go on like this forever.
You listened to the wrong people.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
I agree with you completely.
I've got my own opinion about that.
What can...
I can sell you some steel...
What do you...
Can I sign on as a...
The other masters may well approve, but I will only give you my approval when you first...
It's a bad business.
I've got my own opinion about that.
One less monster around.
Nothing to be had there.
Do you really believe that?
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I'm not telling you anything new.
That was quite obvious.
Will it ever change?
Really didn't deserve that.
Nothing to be had there. Have you got any?
I don't.
Nothing there to be had there.
that lowlife.
One less monster around.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Hey, you!
Someone's got to do the work.
He can't keep anything to himself.
That's not what I heard. Ah, there you are again.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
He simply talks too much.
Hey, you!
Who says things like that?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Don't bother me.
Do you have 50 gold?
Here they are. Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find probably more than we'd like.
But the light was a torment for Beliar, and all that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
Stop it already.
Oh!
Alarm! Alarm!
A long time. Yes, run as fast as you can.
We can only wait and see.
Halt!
Oh, what is it?
You know exactly what. We don't need any troublemaking. Why do you think we should let you?
Here's 100.
100 gold pieces sound and go straight to Lord Andre. Otherwise...
But the light was a torment for Beliar, and all that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
There's nothing you can do about it. I've heard a thing or two. It's not what I heard.
All right, so much for... All right, so much for you, Phil.
So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out.
Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder.
That's it, I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with two of us.
An orc, right outside the city. Holy shit.
So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosper.
That doesn't surprise me.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I already thought as much.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Hey! I've got the orc weapon you wanted.
Show me. It's been a while since I've had a weapon like this in my hands. I was a soldier back in the Orc War. Those were tough times, I can tell you. I didn't think you could do it. I'm impressed.
Hey, you! Can you teach me how—
You have paid Gritter's debt with Mateo. You seem to be a decent fellow. I shall teach you what you want to know. However, I cannot do it for free. I still have a mountain of debts, and I need the money.
How much do you charge?
200 gold pieces.
Fine. Here are 200 gold pieces.
This money will really help me. We can start as soon as you're ready.
Teach me how to pick a lock.
All you need is a lockpick. If you move it carefully left and right in the lock, you can unbolt the mechanism. But if you move it too much or too fast in the wrong direction, it will snap right off. The more adept you become, the fewer lockpicks you are going to need. That's all there is to it, really.
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have any left. If I have...
How about your approval, Master?
Has Vatras given you his blessing?
Yes.
And did you also get the blessing of a priest of Innos?
Yes, I did.
Then you shall have my blessing as well. No matter what path you decide to take pride in doing a good job, my boy.
I'm not telling you anything new.
We can only wait and see. I knew that would be a problem.
That's what I've always said.
I agree with you completely.
Got my own opinion about that.
You listen to the wrong people.
That's the first time.
Hey! When can I start as your apprentice?
We can really use a man around here who can beat an orc. As far as I'm concerned, you can start here right away. As for the other masters, Thorben has given you his blessing. Bosper tried to talk me out of it. He wants you as an apprentice for himself. I had a brief but intense discussion with him on this matter. In the end, he agreed. As usual, Constantino doesn't care about anything. He said that as far as he's concerned, you can start wherever you like. And Mateo says you brought him back his gold. Seems to me you're an honorable young man. That means you have the approval of all the masters. Are you ready to start your apprenticeship with me?
I'm in.
Good. I'll teach you how to forge a decent sword. Besides that, it's time you got a bit stronger. You're wasting away before my very eyes.
I want to become stronger.
Come back once you... Come back
You've already put on. Come back if you want to learn more.
Teach me how to forge a decent sword.
Come back once.
What are my tasks as an apprentice?
3 guesses.
Forge, and forge?
You aren't as dumb as you look. I pay per blade. If you don't work, there's no money. It's that simple. Furthermore, I'll teach you everything you need to know to make a plain sword. Making magic blades is only something for experienced smiths, and you're a long way from that. If you need a place to sleep, you can bunk down somewhere in my house. Everything clear so far?
I want to
Then make some. I'll only...
What with?
Don't say you didn't know that.
What? Hey.
No, he insisted he knew better.
That's the first I've heard of it.
That's all just gossip.
Halt!
So why won't they listen?
I'm a...
Whatever you may enter, but be...
It's not what I heard.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
I'm no better off myself.
That would be a problem.
About the...
If you cannot handle that by yourself...
I see.
Part of his power in his realm so that he might restore it to the human if the beast...
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
One more.
Listen, kid. I've got important. We're talking.
Don't tell this to anyone.
These are...
Do you know?
Yes. Well, you can... They've helped in return.
You don't say.
Where do you get your weapon?
Harad, the smith, has been my supplier. Now all he does is make he works for those guys day and night like a... All I can offer you now...
I don't believe that.
One...
Listen,
These
kid,
are
we're
bad
talking.
times.
You don't say.
These are bad times.
Alric says you got his sword.
Do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you... so what? Here, take it. After all, you did help me get my gold back.
Everybody knows by now.
What do you know?
Right. Listen up. You haven't heard anything of... There are shady characters who frequent the dockside inn. I bet the landlord knows a thing or two. If you're planning to track down the thieves, you should go talk to him. You could act like you're up to something crooked, for example. Maybe he'll fall for it. But be very careful. These people...
But that's terrible.
These are bad times.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Hey, you! Okay?
Yes, but I'm not going out of the city anymore. At least not anytime soon. My knees are still shaking from the scare that orc gave us.
All day, too.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Hey, I don't know you.
It's a bad business.
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, Runt.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I see. I'll be forced to tan your hide in order to make any progress.
You're welcome to try, Runt. Show me what you got.
You already know what I think.
Let him have it!
Hit him! Show him! Hit him!
Have it!
Hit him!
Have it!
Show him!
Not bad at all.
Hey! He should have known better.
Yeah.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah. Let's wait and see what happens.
Show him! Hit him!
That's exactly what I said.
It's not what I heard.
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold pieces.
I'll give you no more than 5 for your information.
What? 5 gold pieces? Are you trying to ruin me? Let's make it 7.
Okay, 7 gold pieces sounds fair.
A wise decision. Well, so if there's anything you want to know, ask me.
I need Who counts among the influential citizens in this town?
You won't find anyone down here at the harbor. The only powerful man here is Lamar. The moneylender is not very popular, but he has gold, and other influential citizens owe him money. The merchants and craftsmen also have a lot of influence. Too much, if you ask me.
Hey, I haven't got time to chat with you. Talk to Cardiff if you want information. Man, just leave me alone, okay?
That'll only cause more trouble. All right, you win. What do you want? Let's wait and see.
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions. Especially not if they're strangers.
That's not what I heard.
Why don't I see any militia?
They don't dare come in here. We take care of things ourselves.
That's all just gossip.
How's the shipping traffic?
Why haven't I heard? The only ship that's come here recently is the Paladin ship.
Going about it differently.
It's over there, behind the rocky ridge to the southwest.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I wouldn't have done
that. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Hey, you!
Watch out.
Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else takes over my duties.
That's all just gossip.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
About the thieves.
Yes?
I'm working on it.
Good.
I'm ready.
Then you are a citizen of Corinus?
The blacksmith has taken me on as an apprentice.
Herod? I know him. He works for us. He's a good man. If he vouches for you, there's nothing standing in the way of your acceptance into the militia. You can join us if you wish, but your decision will be final. Once you wear the armor of the militia, you cannot simply take it off and no longer belong to us. Are you prepared to fight together with us for Innos and the king?
I'm ready.
Then so shall it be. Welcome to the militia. Here is your armor. Wear it with pride and dignity.
Will I get a weapon too?
Of course. Peck usually takes care of that. But it occurs to me that I haven't seen him for quite a while. Find out where he's hiding and bring him here. Then he will give you a weapon. And if you want to sleep, you can lie down in one of the beds in the bunkhouse.
Hey, you! Can I finally see Lord Hagen now?
You are now in the service of the Paladins. They will let you in, but you had better have something important to say.
Don't worry, I do.
Remember that you are meeting the Chief Paladin. Behave yourself accordingly. You represent not only yourself now, but the entire militia.
Have you got an assignment for me?
Lately, there's been an increase in the sale of swamp weed in the city. We cannot allow this stuff to catch on. Otherwise, everyone here will start smoking and no longer be able to work, let alone wield the weapon. Particularly now that there is a danger of a possible attack by orcs or mercenaries. I suspect that the mercenaries are behind it. I bet they're bringing the stuff into the city.
What is there to do?
Mortis, one of our men, heard in the harbor inn that a package of swamp weed has arrived somewhere in the harbor district. Look around down there and bring me the package.
So Lord Andre accepted you. I expect you to come here and train regularly. Ruga will train you in the art of the crossbow, and Mortis will help you to increase your strength. But the most important thing is for you to learn to handle your sword properly. I'll make a good fighter of you yet.
Let's begin with the training.
Come back when you have more. Come back when you.
Listen to the wrong people.
Hey, you! What's going on?
The orcs are breathing down our neck.
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have to be...
What?
To be...
Hey, you now. Hey, you still now.
Hey, you still here? Now.
I'll never get this open without the right key. Hey, you! Show me your map.
Come back in.
Hey, you! You're in the militia. Only you could pull something like that. You won't blow the whistle on me about working for Lee, will you?
But you know me.
What are you standing on? This hot creature of...
You listen to the wrong people.
Hey!
Same old thing all over again.
Will it ever change?
Hey, you! What I... What I...
To be...
What did you want in there?
I've got your sword.
Ah, that's much better than fighting with an old stick.
What are the rules?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed. No, but we fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is, whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. Got it?
Yep.